Scouting is a wonderful organization for boys to help them learn to become wonderful, responsible, educated young men.
I've been out of scouting for 1 whole year and I do miss it dearly. And my favorite thing about scouting was the bond that I got to grow with all the other kids like Alan here. This is how we became friends, and all the other kids like Tim and Scott and all of us. So yeah, that nice big friendship feeling is nice.
Well, the purpose of scouting for me is to help young boys understand a philosophical culture that we're trying to develop about being good citizens and continuing to help internally with your community.
My favorite thing about scouting is definitely being able to hang out and chill with all of various group of awesome people that, like Alan here, of course. And just because I have several friends within scouting, and also being able to meet people that I don't already know in such a large troop.
For me, scouting was really important. I think for myself it was when I was in middle school and in high school, I wasn't necessarily in the in crowd. So a lot of those reasons were because I didn't necessarily have the same beliefs or the same views. And scouting helped me collectively hang out with boys that had the same views as I did, that thought the same way I did, that thought that doing the right thing was important. So for me it helped to build a lot of self-worth and self-confidence in myself as a young adult.
As a child I was in scouting for a very short period of time, and what I learned there was a lot of manners and proper social behavior. I learned how to take on projects as groups. I learned a little bit of how school can be transposed into real life. As a child I thought, when we're going to ever need to know these things I'm learning in school, and why do they have us sit in classrooms? And then through the time that I was in scouting I learned that that's just a very good way to teach one thing or small things to groups of people.
So there's a lot of things like the tarp, duct tape, rope, there's a lot of simple things like that where you don't expect that you're going to need it and you end up needing it.
In general, just be prepared.
So often today we see young boys get distracted by video games or other events that don't allow them to socially interact with their community. And we're trying to help those young boys understand the importance of community and the importance of building those relationships and growing to be better people.
As time has passed through our world, you're hearing about more and more unrest, horrific crimes and stuff. The values of scouting and the aims of scouting are to instill in people a sense of right and wrong, of leadership, of helping other people, and all these things are stuff that would benefit all of society, not just boys in general.
They learn team building and community interactive skills. They learn civil responsibility, and those things again are taught in the abstract more than in the concrete, and scouting just teaches them in the concrete.
Be in the outdoors, I think, is the best part, the most fun, which is what I would describe as what makes it fun.
I think it's because it helps build better people. It really takes boys at a young age and that we're trying to figure out right and wrong and how to do things and how to be better people. And it just gives them, hopefully, and hopefully is the word there, good role models to see how they should act or how they should behave, what their daily activities should be. So I believe that's important to help continue to build those strong relationships, in the community and, in positive citizenship too.
Young people need to know how to interact with other human beings, and they need to know that community is a legitimate, real, tactile thing, and to be able to start learning those things as a child is infinitely beneficial, as opposed to trying to learn them as they're engulfed and immersed in a community outside of the school situation, or when they get into higher education and are trying to learn social skills and etiquette and perseverance and goal setting, leadership, and when you're trying to learn those things at the same time as trying to experience your first time away from home maybe, or your first time out on your own for long periods of time, scouting gives you little insights into all those things.
Even after you're done and graduated and split your ways from high school, you can still come back and reminisce on Boy Scout memories, and those are the things that I are very fond of.
Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.